Primary source reader by Dr. Joshua Fan. Number 22, Islam. Introduction. Like the Buddha and Jesus, Muhammad 570 to 632 was a teacher who spoke rather than wrote. But also like Buddhism and Christianity, after Muhammad's death, Islam quickly became centered on a body of sacred texts. The most important and central text of Islam is the Quran. Literally recitations which Muslims believe contains what was revealed to Muhammad from Allah. The first exception come from the second and longest chapter of the Quran, known as the Cow or Al-Baraka, because it tells the story of how the ancients Israelites sacrificed a cow to God, and it also shed light on the connections between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. The second expert come from the Pact of Umar, 7th century, an arrangement between Muslim leaders and non-Muslim subjects. In the era of rapid expansion, the result was the daima, a contract. For the daimas, protected persons who were required to pay an extra tax or jizya in order to practice their own religion. Questions for the response paper. 1. How does Quran portray Jews and Christians, and what is Islam's relationship with these two groups? How are Jews and Christians treated? 2. What are some of the basic tenets of Islam? What are some of Muslims' moral obligations? And what are some of the specific rites and practices that every Muslim must perform? 3. How are Muslims to deal with those who attack them? 4. What restrictions and obligations does the Pact of Umar put on non-Muslims? Would you consider these kinds of condition as religious tolerance? Primary texts, selections from the Quran. The Cow. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. O children of Israel, call to mind my favor, which I bestowed on you, and be faithful to your covenant with me. I will fulfill my covenant with you. And of me alone should you be afraid. And when we appointed a time of 40 nights with Musa, then you took the calf for God after him, and you were unjust. And when we gave Musa the book and the distinction that you might walk aright, and when Musa said to his people, O my people, you have surely been unjust to yourselves by taking the calf for God. Therefore, turn to your Creator penitently. So kill your people that is best for you with your Creator. So he turned to you mercifully. For surely he is the oft returning to mercy, the merciful. And when you said, O Musa, we will not believe in you until we see Allah manifestly. So the punishment overtook you while you looked on. And when Musa prayed for a drink for his people, we said, strike the rock with your staff. So there gushed it from it 12 springs. Each tribe knew its drinking place. Eat and drink of the provisions of Allah, and do not corruptly in the land, making mischief. Surely those who believe, and those who are Jews, and the Christmas and the Sabians, whoever believes in Allah and the last day and does good, they shall have their reward from their Lord, and there is no fear for them, nor shall they grieve. And most certainly we gave Musa the book, and we sent apostles after him, one after another, and we gave Isa, the son of Maryam, clear arguments and strengthened him with the Holy Spirit. What? Whenever then an apostle came to you with that which your souls did not desire, you were insolent, so you called some liars and some you slew. And when there came to them a book from Allah, verifying that which they have, and aforetime they used to pray for victory against those who disbelieve. But when there came to them prophet, that which they did not recognize, they disbelieved in him. So Allah's curse is on the unbelievers. Those who disbelieve from among the followers of the book do not like, nor do the polytheists, that the good should be sent down to you from your Lord. And Allah chooses especially whom he pleases for his mercy. And Allah is the Lord of mighty grace. Do you know what that Allah's is the kingdom of the heavens and the earth, and that besides Allah you have no guardian or helper? Many of the followers of the book wish that they could turn you back into unbelievers after your faith, out of envy for themselves, after the truth has become manifest to them. But pardon and forgive, so that Allah should bring his command. Surely Allah has power over all things. And keep up prayer and pay the poor rate, and whatever good you send before yourselves, you shall find it. With Allah, surely Allah sees what you do. And they say, none shall enter the garden or paradise except he who is a Jew or a Christian. These are the vain desires. Say, bring your proof if you are truthful. Yes, whoever submits himself entirely to Allah, and he is the doer of good to others, he has his reward from his Lord, and there is no fear for him, nor shall he grieve. Those to whom we have given the book read it as it ought to be read. These believe in it, and whoever disbelieves in it, these it is that are the losers. O children of Israel, call to mind my favor which I bestowed on you, and that I made you excel the nations. And when we made the house a pilgrimage for men and a place of security, and appoint for yourselves a place of prayer on the standing place of Abram. And we enjoyed Abram and Ismail, saying, purify my house for those who visit it, and those who abide in it, for devotion, and those who bow down, and those who prostrate themselves. When his Lord said to him, be a Muslim, he said, I submit myself to the Lord of the worlds. Say, we believe in Allah and in that which had been revealed to us, and in that which was revealed to Ibrahim and Ismail and Ishak and Jacob and the tribes, and in that which was given to Musa and Isa, and in that which was given to the prophets from their Lord. We do not make any distinction between them, any of them, and to him do we submit. And everyone has a direction into which he should turn. Therefore hasten to do good works wherever you are. Allah will bring you all together. Surely Allah has power over all things. And from whatsoever place you come forth, turn your face towards the sacred mosque. And surely it is the very truth from your Lord. And Allah is not all the heedless of what you do. And from whatsoever you come forth, turn your face towards the sacred mosque, and wherever you are, turn your faces towards it, so that the people shall have no accusation against you, except such of them as are unjust. So do not fear them, and fear me, that I may complete my favor in you, and that you may walk on the right course. It is not righteousness that you turn your faces toward the east and the west, but righteousness is that one should believe in Allah and the last day, and the angels, and the book of and the prophets, and give away wealth out of love for him, to the near of kin, and the orphans, and the needy, and the wayfarer, and the beggars, and for emancipation of the captives, and keep up prayer, and pay the poor rate, and the performers of their promises when they make a promise, and the patient in distress and affliction, and in time conflicts. These are they who are true to themselves, and these are they who guard against evil, and fight in the way of Allah with those who fight with you and do not exceed the limits. Surely Allah does not love those who exceed the limits, and kill them wherever you find them, and drive them out from whence they drove you out. And persecution is severer than slaughter. And do not fight with them at the sacred mosque until they fight with you. But if they do fight you, then slay them. Such recompense of the unbelievers. But if they desist, then surely Allah is forgiving, merciful. And fight with them until there is no prosecution, and religion should be only for Allah. But if they desist, then there should be no hostility except against the oppressors. And accomplish the pilgrimage and the visit for Allah. But if you prevented, send whatever offering is easy to obtain, and do not shave your heads until the offering reaches its destination. But whoever among you is sick or has an ailment of the head, he should effect a compensation by fasting or alms or sacrificing. Then when you are secure, whoever profits by combining the visit with the pilgrimage should take what offering is easy to obtain. But he who cannot find any offering should fast for 3 days during the pilgrimage, and for 7 days when you return. These make 10 days complete. This is for him whose family is not present in the sacred mosque. And be careful of your duty to Allah, and know that Allah is severe in requiting evil. Kind speech and forgiveness is better than charity followed by injury, and Allah is self-sufficient, forbearing. And whatever alms you give, or whatever vow you vow, surely Allah knows it, and the unjust shall have no helpers. If you give alms openly, it is well, and if you hide it and give it to the poor, it is better for you, and this will do away with some of your evil deeds, and Allah is aware of what you do. Surely they who believe and do good deeds and keep up prayer and pay the poor rate, they shall have their reward from their Lord, and they shall have no fear, nor shall they grieve. Primary text selections from the Pact of Umar. In the name of God, the merciful and compassionate. This is a letter to the servant of God, Umar ibn al-Khattab, commander of the faithful, from the Christians of such and such a city. When you came against us, we asked for you for safe conduct for ourselves, our descendants, our property, and the people of our community. And we undertook the following obligations toward you. We shall not build in our cities or in the neighborhood new monasteries, churches, convents, or monks' cells, nor shall we repair by day or by night such of them as fall in ruins or are situated in the quarters of Muslims. We shall keep our gates wide open for passerbys and travelers. We shall give board and lodging to all Muslims who pass our way for 3 days. We shall not give shelter in our churches or in our dwellings to any spy, nor bide him from the Muslims. We shall not teach the Quran to our children We shall not manifest our religion publicly nor convert anyone to it. We shall not prevent any of our kin entering Islam if they wish it. We shall show respect toward Muslims, and we shall rise from our seats when they wish to sit. We shall not seek to resemble the Muslims by imitating any of their garments, either in the cap, the turban, footwear, or parting of their hair. We shall not speak as they do, nor shall we adopt their surnames. We shall not mount on saddles, nor shall we gird swords, nor bear any kind of arms, nor carry them on our persons. We shall not engrave Arabic inscriptions on our seals. We shall not sell fermented drinks, wines. We shall not clip the fronts of our heads. We shall always dress in the same way wherever we may be. We shall not display our crosses or our books in the roads of or markets of the Muslims. We shall not use only clappers in our churches very softly. We shall not raise our voices when following our dead. We shall not show lights on any of the roads of the Muslims in their markets. We shall not bury or dead near the Muslims. We shall not take slaves who have been allotted to Muslims. We shall not build houses overtopping the houses of the Muslims. We shall not strike a Muslim. We accept these conditions for ourselves and for the people of our community, and in return we receive safe conduct. If we in any way violate these undertakings for which we ourselves stand surety, we forfeit our covenant, Dema, and we become liable to the penalties for contumacy and sedation. This is the end of number 21.